want to share with you is from a young woman named Nikki Montenegro. She's a student at Hawaii Preparatory Academy, and she's taken it upon herself to do a project about irresponsibly discarded plastic. And from around the world, it ends up here on Hawaii Island on one of our beaches. I won't give it away. Nikki can tell you more, and then she's gonna come up and join me for a brief talk story. So.
Aloha, I'm Nikki Montenegro, and I'm an HPA student on the island of Hawaii. My passion is to try and eliminate single-use plastic consumption on the island of Hawaii and beyond. My ancestry is in Guatemala, but my home is here in Hawaii. I love spending time in the ocean and scuba diving, but it breaks my heart to see all this plastic affecting the beaches and the wildlife. I am here at Camilo Beach, unfortunately known as Plastic Beach, at the southernmost tip of the United States. We collected this plastic in less than 5 minutes. Plastics like these emit greenhouse gases that contribute to climate change. The larger plastic like this breaks down into little pieces called microplastics that look like this. All of these microplastics are horrible for the environment because a lot of wildlife eat these thinking it's food. I thought about the problem and came up with 2 easy solutions. One of them is to sell reusable water bottles at the airport and have a filling station so then visitors can buy them and use them their whole trip. My second solution is to put refilling stations at schools so students and teachers can bring their own water bottles and refill it there at school.
I have already begun to secure funding for a water refill station at my own school, an airport refill station, Hawaii branded reusable water bottles, and a vending machine to dispense them. Hopefully, in the near future, I will be able to put them at more locations around my island home. It is my greatest hope that this idea is utilized throughout the island and the state and will have a significant impact in this world.
This would save millions of water bottles from ending up in our landfills and our beaches. Together, we can change climate change and solve our problem of plastic.
Mahalo for joining the anti-plastic movement and helping me shape a future for Hawaii without single-use plastic water bottles.
Round of applause for Nikki Montenegro, who I'm privileged to be talking story with here today. Aloha, Nikki.
Aloha.
Uh-oh, we gotta get you a mic that works. Here you go. I'll give you mine.
Thank you.
There we go. All right. So Nikki, thanks for joining us. So when Nikki came up on stage, I asked her, so you're like a junior, a senior? She said, no, 8th grade. I don't remember what I was doing in 8th grade. I wasn't doing that, for sure. So Nikki, tell us about how you kind of first found out about Camilo Beach and the plastic problem there.
Well, yeah, so I learned that all of the currents kind of bring a lot of wood to Camilo Beach, and since so much trash is getting thrown in the ocean, that it's also getting collected at Plastic Camilo Beach. And so I went there and, collected some plastic for myself and recorded this video.
Well, that's amazing. And that part where you said you showed your pile of plastic that you collected, and that was only 5 minutes of collecting, should be shocking to you, to me, and to everybody watching this. The fact that there's that much stuff just loose in our environment, floating around, so that the currents can pick it up. So how did you decide to do something about it?
Well, I love the ocean so much. It's been one of my passions since I was little. I love swimming, I love scuba diving, and I started seeing so much trash and how it's hurting our animals and our marine life, and it kind of just broke my heart to see all of that. So I really wanted to do something about it and help our earth.
Well, that's awesome. Nikki, thanks for all that you do. Thanks for joining us here today and for sharing. And thanks for inspiring folks.
Thank you so
Make a
much.
difference. Give it up for Nikki, everybody.
Thank you.
All right. So, before we let Nikki go, I just want to introduce our next TED Talk. Another young person from the island of Hawaii, Keikio Ka'aina, chemist, surfer, journalist, an all-around awesome guy, Dr. Cliff Kapono. And he's going to talk about how finding your place can help save our planet. So, Nikki, you found your place at Camilo. You saw the problem. It inspired that passion. And now you're on a mission to save the planet. Mahalo for your inspiration. And for even more inspiration, we're going to turn it over now to Dr. Cliff Kapono.
Mahalo.
So growing up here in Hawaii, I spent a lot of time out in nature, kind of alone. And I'm not sure if it was mostly because I was weird, I didn't have many friends, but being alone in nature, especially as a young person, I think it's really easy to be living in the present, not too much worry about the future,